All right, welcome back to the third section of this video. This one is going to be over mindset and the idle method. And we'll get into situational awareness a little bit here. So here we go. Mindset. If you're going to carry a gun, have the mindset that you may have to kill somebody. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to grasp. But you need to have the mindset that you may end up killing somebody. You're going to end up taking something from somebody that is very valuable, their life. Their mama gave it to them, God takes it, and you could be one of those to take it as well. And you need to be mentally set for this to happen. And one of the reasons I'm saying this, because I've had many people go, I'm going to shoot the wound. Bullshit. Don't do that, because that does not rise to the level of use of force. Shooting to wound to me is a very bad thing, and it doesn't show fear all that well. But I put my rounds right up here in the upper chest, because all that good stuff right here, the lungs, the heart, all that good stuff, major arteries through here, this is where the blood goes round and round, the air goes in and out. If I disrupt that cycle, I'm going to change his attitude greatly to stop him from doing whatever he was doing to me. So, point blank, when you get into the use of force, have the mindset that you may end up taking somebody's life, and be able to mentally, from a mental standpoint, be able to handle it. Because it's not going to be the easiest thing. I've known people that's done it. I've tried it myself, and it does play with you. I have seen people killed in front of me. You have to be careful. It weighs on your mind quite a bit. So if you're going to carry a gun, expect the worst. I mean, you have to, because that is something that's going to take a life. Let's get into idle. IDOL. Immediate defense of life. Whatever your situation is, if you can idle it, you should be good. I mean, I say should because I don't know what mistakes you're going to make or what you're going to say later to get your butt in trouble. Immediate defense of life. I can't put it any better. I wish I could, but immediate defense of life. If it's something where you're 100 yards away, is that immediate defense of life? Probably not. If he has a rifle, probably. If he has a brick and he is 50 yards away from me, 3 houses down, is it immediate defense of life? No, it is not. If I'm at home and somebody's just kicking on my door, saying they're going to come in and kill me, is it immediate defense of life? Not quite. There's a door between us. Maybe I can step back, go into a back room or something with my gun, my phone, call the police, and let them handle it. But if he does get into that door, starts coming through, guess what? I draw the line, I'm going to take action. So that's what you have to decide there too when it comes to immediate defense of life. You need to know your limitations. If you have medical ailments, your limitations might go a little bit farther than somebody like me. Where I work, I'm going to be expected to talk my way out of it a little bit more than the average person. There's some training I got that average people don't. I'm going to be expected to use that. So we'll get into that reasonable person here in a little bit, probably in the next section. But for right now, immediate defense of life. That's what I got to look at my notes because there's just so much over this. So point blank, I cannot put it a better way. Immediate defense of life. If you're out there and it's the middle of nowhere and they're 30 feet away from you, that's an immediate defense of life. You're in a parking lot and they jump out, it's immediate defense of life maybe. But every situation has different deals. If the guy jumps out, does not have a weapon, says I'm gonna kill you, you need to start thinking. That's where this brain needs to be going. That's where your training starts today, not when it happens. Because when it happens, you're behind the 8 ball. You start doing that training today and you won't be as screwed at that time that you would be if you don't train. That's where a lot of people buy guns, they put them on and go to the store or wherever. They don't have any situational training. let's get into that real quick. Situational awareness. You guys have heard the color codes, right? White, yellow, orange, red. There's actually black, 5 of them. So let's go with this. White. You're totally unaware of what's going on around you. Go to your local grocery store, look around. They're doing this. Playing on their phone, not even paying attention. I have watched people at my store pull out a wad of money, just start counting out of the hundreds to pay for something, and everybody's eyes glued to it. He has no clue what he just did. I mean, they're clueless. And then they walk out, it's 8 o'clock at night, get their ass kicked, they take their money and whatever else, and they go about their business because they're clueless. Yellow. Everybody should be in condition yellow. Yellow is just paying attention to what's around you. I know everything around me. I know where my wife is. I know where my daughter is or should be. I know what's going on. When I go to the store, I like to look around. You know, it's weird because you just kind of look around. I want people to know I'm paying attention. The criminals I have talked to, they look for the easiest target there is. And if they're in white, that's the ones they want because it's the least amount of cost for them to succeed. If I'm paying attention, I'm a higher risk. They're going to move on because there's plenty of other morons out there that don't pay attention to what the hell they're doing. Orange. Orange is, I see something. You see out of the corner of your eye, this guy's following you. My wife was telling me about one the other day. They saw a guy following my daughter around. They just kind of picked up, stopped, and they left because it was weird. That is orange. You're paying attention. You're in yellow. You're paying attention. You see this. All of a sudden, now you go to orange because it's out of the ordinary. I've had people approach me out there in the streets because of where I work and say stuff, and I just go about a different direction because it's kind of unnatural the way they approach me. If it's nice, who cares? But if they're being sarcastic and derogatory, it's time for me to book. Time for me to step up the yellow. It may go red. Never had that. But let's go to red. Red is things are happening right now. It's time to react. This guy pulled a knife on me, coming at me. I have to pull a gun. I actually get one. He pulls a knife, I pull a gun, I do what I gotta do. If he stops, great. If he don't, then I have to take action. That is red. You are in the fight. I told you about the 5th one, black. Black is after the action. This is the woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. This is where you're going to start questioning what you did. This is where you're going to start formulating your plan. Hopefully you already have a plan in place. Now you can just enact it instead of have to formulate it. So there's a lot going on right here that you need to be aware of. So situational awareness, I'm going to tell you right now, if you stay in yellow 24 hours a day, except for sleeping is white. You have no clue what's going on. But if you're awake and you're out and about and you stay in yellow, I will say this, and I will go out on a limb, that you are going to have the least amount of risk of being a victim on whatever. Now, if you're still in yellow and you're putting yourself in a bad situation, that's on you. You're out there going to, I'll give you an example. You get up at 3 in the morning, oh crap, we're out of milk. I'm gonna go to my local store, stop and rob, get some milk, and something happens. I see it as you put yourself in a bad situation. Maybe you should have waited till a little bit later in the day or in the morning, go do it. Or you're in an area of town where you probably should just keep going, but you stop for whatever reason. Don't put yourself in a bad situation. So on that aspect, kind of pay attention to it. Stay in yellow and you'll never have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem. I've been in yellow since I've known this, so I'm going back to 1986. Haven't had very many problems. Some of them you just can't avoid. But I guarantee you if I was in condition white, I'd have a hell of a lot more problems than I've had. So, never been shot, never been stabbed, never been beat out there. So staying in yellow has its advantages. If you want to have a lot of issues, especially medical bills or pain, stay in condition white. And you'll see real quick that you're going to have some problems. So remember the color codes: white, yellow, orange, red, black. You want to stay in orange, or yellow, sorry. You want to stay in yellow. And make sure when you're in orange, you have a plan put together. Right now is the time to put those plans together, not later. So, you have the idle. Let me go back over this. You have the idle method. You have mindset. Your mindset is very important on this because the mindset is going to get you to enact that plan. And then you have your awareness. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.